excited. This is Virginia, guys. She's coming with us from KC Beacon. I said that right?
It's Beacon, KC.
I knew I was going to mess up. It's my first time, so you know.
You got all the right bits. I'll show you. This is our big sign.
So, there we go. Look at that.
We are a flooring and specialty area rug store, and that is actually a piece of carpet that we hand tufted our sign into. So
Virginia is going to show us Beacon, KC, and tell us where you're located.
So we're actually right at the corner of 18th and Holmes downtown. If you are familiar with downtown, there's a really cool brewery right across from us called City Barrel. It's a super great location. It's not in the heart of the crossroads. It's kind of on the edge of the crossroads. So if you haven't made it out to the crossroads lately, there's just a lot of really cool stuff. I'm kind of popping over so we can peek on our neighbors over at City Barrel. I don't know if you can see out the window or not, but they have a really cool patio out there. Can you see it?
Yes. Well, there's a little shadow now. There went it for a second. We saw it. It's cool. We saw it for a minute, and then we saw the plant.
Yeah. So I'm trying to have a green thumb here at Beacon. When we first started building the store, the number one thing that I said was, I want there to be plants everywhere. And then I remembered I can't grow plants.
I'm right there with you. I'm doing okay this summer, but I am right there with you. Yes, I totally get it.
So we could do a quick little zoom around our store. This is from the front door. It's a pretty fun space that we put a lot of effort into. And we'd love for people to come and get to check it out. So we do like a lot of events and stuff to bring people down here. There's just fun things kind of hiding everywhere. So we have our huge rugs here. We just hung up a few new ones.
Oh my goodness, now I can see the ones I was looking at online today. Oh my goodness, I really do need an area rug too. So.
This one is so
wow, they're so beautiful. Look at those. Oh my goodness.
And then this one's super abstract.
Oh, I like that too.
We have a little bit of everything. We have everything from your super versatile, easy to clean, machine made, like this guy right here, throw it down on the ground, don't care if the kids make a mess on it, to hand tufted, super heirloom quality, gonna cost you a pretty penny, but you'll keep it forever. We literally, and in fact, these are positioned right next to each other. That's how versatile our store is. We literally have something for everyone. And that's just kind of the environment that we want to create here, is the kind of place where you want to come and have a coffee with your girlfriends and just happen to be surrounded by rugs while you're doing it.
That is so cool. That is cool.
Lots of little areas where you can just kind of relax. We do typically have music playing, and we have a full kitchen.
Oh, how fun.
So we have a full kitchen, stocked fridge, coffee maker. Excuse my lunch dishes that I did not put away yet. And then the best part of the whole store is Clearview.
Oh, that is so cool. I'm so excited to show Clearview. I've been practicing. Hopefully I get this down.
Well, I'm actually going to make this even better. I'm going to go turn off the extra lights if we're ready to jump right into what Clearview is. And I can
go ahead, take it away. I'm not on the screen right now. When you need me to share my screen, tell me and I'll share my screen. But I'm here. I'm going to follow your lead. You tell me what to do and I will follow.
Well, hopefully nobody's getting motion sickness from me just like walking.
Well, it's okay. We know you're walking, so.
I'm a walker talker. I think you might have learned that earlier. Here's our really cool counter. So we have a waterfall Cambria counter, and we put this amazing light in it. So we also do kitchens, countertops, and cabinets.
Oh, I like that. That looks
all of our
pretty.
Isn't that so cool? It's honestly, it's the prettiest at night. Obviously. And then we have our really cool shelves, which I commissioned.
Oh, look, I love it. That is so cute.
And
Wow.
then back into the projector room. So we have a nice comfy little couch, which I'm actually going to sit down on and explain what we've got here, which is a system called Clearview. And we created an app that sort of combines the process of shopping for a rug online and shopping for a rug in the store. So either way that you choose to shop, online or in store, obviously we all have reasons for the choices we make. I know I buy so much online because of time, because I don't have time to go to a store and stand in line and talk to people. I don't have time for it. So I'll shop at night when I'm falling asleep. And if anyone else is like me, just silently raise your hands to yourselves, because I'm sure we're all like this. I will make purchases at like 12 or 1 a.m. that I don't need. I just bought a Bissell Crosswave. Sorry, I'm plugging in Bissell in the wee hours of the morning. So online shopping can be super fun, super rewarding, and also completely lacking interpersonal connection, 100%. There's no person on the other end of it. It's just you and your mistakes and no one will hold your hand. So we decided to create an experience that has the convenience of shopping online. You can shop from the comfort of your couch or your bed using our app, which is actually accessed from a browser. This is it right here. And you create an account through Clearview, which I believe Kathy is actually going to walk us through the logging in process here in a minute.
Yeah.
And so it's really simple. You can go to beaconkc.com and access Clearview through beaconkc.com, or you can go directly to www.clearviewimage.com right there. And then you simply just start shopping. The main page has area rugs, hardwood, antique area rugs, one of a kinds. And you just go through and you pick what you are interested in. You can save your favorites, add to favorites. Oh, trying to do this. There we go. Trying to do this through the phone and not actually looking at the tablet is quite a challenge. And that little play button right there that says present, Kathy's going to show us what happens when you touch that button here in a second. But it's just a super fun process that makes it easy for you to get an idea of what you want to see. But then when you get to the store, you don't have to have it in stock at the store in order to see it. So you can see the rug without me having to actually have it. And after you decide what you want, I ship it to your door.
Awesome. That is so simple. And by the way, I have my hand raised. I love to shop at night. So yes, I totally get it. Yes.
Who else has made some ridiculous COVID-19 purchases? Am I the only one?
No, you should see that. Why do you think Amazon's coming to the door every day with more stuff for the puppy? My husband's like, oh, we have more coming. I was like, oh, we have a whole lot more coming.
I love that.
That's awesome. A present in the mail, is it not? Like every time you shop and it comes to the door, I think it's more addictive than, going to events and going shopping in malls. I mean, it's more addictive because it's like you get a Christmas present every time you walk out on your porch.
Even if you regret that purchase a little bit later.
Yeah, we didn't.
Which is, I bought like one of those heat sealers. I bought some mosquito stickers. I bought a lot of things that were big mistake. But we're not talking about that.
Totally understand. I won't hold you to it.
So Kathy, would you like to share your?
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So you want me to log in first, right? Okay, let's see here. Are you there?
Here.
There we go. Now I got to find here we go. I think. Nope, that's not it. Hold on here. I got too many.
It's the first tab, Clear View, at the very top. I can see it.
So there we go. So I've already logged in, but did you want me to log in on? I have a blank one up too if you need me to.
You know what? Whatever works is fine by me. And it just occurred to me. I said I was going to go grab those samples and I got so busy. Today was a crazy day here
Oh,
at
it's
Beacon.
okay. No,
Let
don't
me
worry
tell
about it.
you.
We can have you on the next Friday. We can actually look at some tonight, and then later we will just, you know, you could show them online later this month.
For sure. For sure.
Okay,
So
so you want me to stay here with some of my favorites and choose these, or did you want me to show how everybody how to log in and make?
you know what? Let's go ahead and go ahead and tap on something. It might have logged you out anyway.
Okay.
So if you try to click on a rug, so click on the name.
Oh, it did. So
here we go.
This is as easy as it is right here when you put in clearview.com, right? Clearimage.com. Let me
Clearviewimage.com. And I will say, I don't think that we are both on the screen, are we? I'm not very good at, oh, there I am. Okay.
You're right here. I'm going to make you big as soon as we get logged in. I'm going to keep clicking in and out so that you get big when you show the rug. But right now, this shows me big so they can see us logging in.
Perfect. Perfect. I can't wait for everyone to see what happens when you hit play on a rug.
Yay.
It's pretty cool.
So right now, we're like, you will go to clearviewimage.com, and I can post that in here as well. But you will, it's really easy. I created an account. It took me 2 seconds. She told me, I was like, oh my goodness, all the stuff to do. But she was right. It only took 2 seconds for me to jump online. So I jumped online, and so I'm just going to quickly put in my email address, my password, and we're going to log in. So this is how easy it is to log in. And then you get to go through all these cool things like rugs, area rugs, hardwood floors, and it's just pretty easy. I thought it was very simple. In stock at Beacon. So, I mean, how cool is that? So you want me to click my favorites, right? So I went.
Yeah, let's start there.
She asked me to pick out some favorites. So these are some of my favorites. Now, of course, I tried to think outside the box, like, so it wasn't all just what I like, you know. I tried to think like, what looked like something other people might like. So we could do that too. So I'll grab this one right here at the front, the alfresco. You want me to start there? Is there a certain one?
Yes, I love alfresco. I actually had a customer in California who purchased this very rug through a Zoom video call because obviously she couldn't come into the store, but she wasn't really happy just buying it from a picture on a website. So she got in touch with me and hit the play button.
Okay, I'm getting ready to hit present, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it shows up on yours. Okay, hold on. Let me get you back up here. There you go. Now you're going to come big. Look at that. That is so cool. Oh, wow. So actually you can see what it looks like on your own floor. I love it. Virginia, that is too cool.
I'm so glad that you love it. And it is a visualization tool. So obviously, you know, I can't bring my projector into your own house and project it, but if you do come into the store to see it, you will see it in full size. I mean, this is obviously hard to tell. Here's my hand. I'm up here and it's down there. So it's, you know, it's very large. I'm looking at it life size. I'm not just looking at an image on my phone. Obviously, you guys are because we are video chatting.
Yeah. But that's so cool because you actually, instead of just seeing like what I just saw, which I will go back to that, what I just saw was, okay, let's see how quick I can do this. Now I know what I'm doing. So, okay, so now, so you see it looks small here, but when she puts it down on that hardwood piece of floor, it actually shows how big the rug is. That is really neat.
And you can see all the details that you otherwise might miss.
Right.
And then we also have samples of almost every rug that we have in Clearview in the back of the store. So if you want to feel it and see it up close, we can definitely do that too. I like to always tell people, get down to like your top 5 before we start pulling samples, because otherwise you're going to get so confused.
Right.
So it really helps narrow it down.
Well, I'm going to grab another one. You want me to grab another one?
Go for it.
Well, here's Anastasia. I liked this one. I thought this was like probably one of my top faves. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, they're all neat, but I mean, how do you like, oops, did it take it off?
I don't know. Am I not here anymore?
Oh, no.
Anastasia, I don't see my screen, so I'm not sure what we're seeing.
Oh, no, we're fine. No, it was, I thought I accidentally took the rug off, but I still see it on your floor, so we're good.
Yeah.
So now they're going to be able to see it full size because I just put you back on. So
cool.
Yeah.
So Anastasia's wool. This is a really, really cool line from a company that I buy from a lot. And something that a lot of people ask, I'm going to go ahead and bring up because I know people are probably thinking it if they are watching, and that is the hardwood floor that you see here now. Go to your screen, Cassie, where you have the more detailed view up, and you'll see a little settings wheel. Click that settings wheel.
Okay, I'm coming back to my side here. It takes me just a second. So now you need me to click the settings wheel. Yes, I got the settings. Okay. So
and you can remove the wood floor.
Okay, so I'm moving it. And so now what's that? A white, is that just a regular white?
It's just a white background. And actually we have an update coming any day now where you can pick any flooring product from our inventory, any wood product, and use it as a background. So if you're buying wood from us, we can match the exact wood you're buying. We also are going to have just some stock images. So you can say, well, you don't have my hardwood, but this one is really close. So I want to see it on top of a floor that looks like my floor. And we can do that with tile, different colors of concrete and hardwood and LVP and LVT as well.
That is so cool.
It just kind of looks like it's floating. I prefer it on the hardwood personally. And there's one other setting if you want to hit that button that says size overlay.
Okay, I'm going to go back to it.
This is for my friends who have a hard time visualizing.
Okay, so now I got the size overlay on it. And now they can see you big.
Awesome. So on this guy, we have dimensions. So that's an 8-foot circle. And then we have a runner. And just the standard dimensions, and they're listed over here, 4x6, 5x8, and these are accurate measurements. So if you're like, well, I know my room is 10 feet by 12 feet, so, you know, I'm not quite sure what rug I want, this will help you kind of get an idea for the sizes and how big that really is.
Wow. That is so cool. I love it. Well, let me come back over here and go back over and share screen again. And we'll pick something that's a little bit different color. This is kind of, I thought, the Arcadia was, I guess, like a blue. I think that's really neat. And you want me to go ahead and choose that one?
Yes, I love Arcadia. It is very, it's got a very like poppy. Oh, and you can go to the settings. You can just go right there and remove the overlay. Perfect.
There. Is that perfect? Okay.
That is perfect. So I love the way it has this white flower contrast because it's not overly floral. We have some that are really cool, but they're very colorful.
Right.
This gives you some floral and a little bit of whimsy in a way that's still really classy. It could go into a monochromatic room. It could go into a room that has a lot of color elsewhere, but needs something a little bit less colorful on the floor. It's actually one of those pieces that when I first saw it, I was not sure about it. And then I held it and I was like, oh, this is cool. This is really, really cool.
Wow.
And I don't know if you can you see how it has these variations in the blue?
Yes. Yes. Now, so is that a texture in the rug or is that basically a color in the rug?
It's both. So it's tufted wool.
Oh, okay.
Wool is, I like to say wool is one of the most misunderstood fibers because a lot of times when we think about wool rugs, we think about, or just wool in general, we think about itchy grandma sweaters. I think that's the number one thing I hear. Ew, wool is itchy.
Right.
I'm actually I'm going to go turn one of my lights back on so that I can visit in between the rugs without it being complete darkness.
Oh yeah, I got you. That's fine.
Okay.
You're completely fine. We got this. It's good.
We'll
be
cut this part out.
At this by the time we're done.
Right. So we still see it. It's so vivid when all the lights are off.
Right.
It's almost not true to the actual color simply because it's so pure and so bright when all the lights are off.
Right.
And that's just not how we view things. We don't view things as pure light.
Right. No, we don't. Yeah. Like tonight I had to even change the filter in the kitchen than what I use in my office just to make it blend, more with a natural light than in, more.
Right. Exactly.
It's more bright and vivid.
Exactly. So I was talking about wool I just realized I started talking about how wool was misunderstood. And then I didn't finish my thought.
Oh, well, go ahead and finish.
I'm going to,
there you go.
I tend to be 60 miles a second all the time.
I understand.
And whenever I'm doing one thing, I'm already thinking about like the next 10 things. So if you ever have to pull me back on course, please don't hesitate. It's really, really great when I have a lot to do. It's not really great when I'm supposed to be doing one thing. So wool is a really misunderstood fiber. People always think wool means it's going to be really itchy or hard to clean or hard to care for. And so I always hear people say, oh no, I don't want wool. It can be incredibly affordable. It is super durable. It's antimicrobial. It does shed. It can and will shed especially depending on how it's constructed. But it will last forever. I mean, there are rugs that were hand knotted 100 years ago that still look perfect because wool is a very resilient fiber. So that's my disclaimer. We carry everything. We don't only carry wool, but if you come into the store, probably one of the maybe the second or third question I'm going to ask you is, do you like wool?
Right.
Or what kind of fiber do you want? A lot of times people will say something synthetic because, they want something that's easy to clean. And once we talk about the properties of wool, we sort of get over that hump. And if that's the only barrier, I can usually convince people that they can do it. They can do wool. Let me put it this way. I have 2 kids. They like slime. I have a wool rug.
Yeah. My grandbabies love slime.
They accidentally spilled some slime on my wool rug.
Oh, wow.
And I got it up. And it looks exactly like it did the day I bought it.
Yay. That's always good. There's the seller point. Everybody wants it now.
Right.
Sure.
I don't recommend putting slime on your wool rug. Don't recommend it, but it is possible to clean. You just have to be patient and it'll be okay. So
you want to show another one? You want to show one more?
I would love to. I'm switching back around.
Okay, let's see here. What should I pick? Let's see. Well, gosh, there's 2. Maybe we need to do 2 more. I don't know.
Do as many as you want because I am just chilling.
Yeah, we got a couple. We got a few times. In fact, we'll just do these in 2 different colors. The Atlas, and then that had 2 different shades. So you had one that was more like your grays, and then it went into more like your beiges and like a blue. So we'll show those 2. I'm going to show those. That's kind of, to me, I see a lot of that coming out in the recently. So in the fall. So that's why I grabbed these 2 because I thought people would really like them. You guys, I tell you what, out there, you start telling us what your favorite one is. Make sure you say, this is my fave. I really love this one. Make sure we know. So that way you also remember you have a pinpoint to come back so you can go make an appointment with Virginia. And she can you can do it from the comfort of your own home, guys. I mean, you don't even have to get out and go down to Beacon, Casey. I mean, of course it would be really fun. But I mean, I think you said you were making appointments too, so everything's real social distance too. Isn't that what we're talking about that today?
Yes. So we make appointments. The absolute max allowed in the store at a time is 10. But let me tell you, We have never had it be a problem where I was trying to juggle more than one customer at a time, except for when we had our 60 to 80% off sale. And even then, it was perfectly, everybody was perfectly able to socially distance. I can also do virtual appointments, consultations. A lot of times when people don't know what they want, it's not a one-step process. It's well, let's talk about my house first, and then I want to look at some samples. And so it involves a little bit of like hand holding, and I am 100% here to hold your hand. So don't be afraid of the process at all. I know it's kind of weird to think about making an appointment to buy a rug, but when we built this store, the number one thing that we wanted to do was to create an experience. We didn't just want it to be people coming in off the store and selecting a rolled up rug out of a bin and just going home and hoping for the best. We wanted it to be the kind of experience where with any amount of time that you have, if it's 15 minutes to an hour to over the course of several weeks to select what is right for your home, we will be here. We will take you through every step of the process so that when the product shows up at your house, you are 100% confident that it is exactly what you wanted. And it's just a relief at that point. I mean, nobody wants to have to roll a 10-foot by 14-foot rug back up and carry it back down to a store or try to ship it back to a big box store. I mean, that's not a fun time.
No, it's not. Where this makes it so simple. I mean, just so easy. I'm going to grab and change that color of that rug to the other one. So it's still the Atlas, but this is just a little bit different color scheme. And I thought this was really pretty.
I can't even tell. I'm still on my own head. Guys, I'm so technologically challenged, which is pretty funny when you run a store that is based on technology.
I said, this is the learning curve for everyone. We've taken all our events that used to be in venues, Virginia, online. So like earlier, my stuff wasn't working right. So I literally had to walk in front of the camera, my head showing. It's, you know, learning.
Actually, what is if you click on the more details of this Atlas, or it might even say in the title, what is the code on this Atlas? I think I have this one hanging up around the corner.
Okay, let me look real quick. I'll go back to screen share. The code is, maybe it's coming up. Oh, there it goes. The code is 8037J.
I think it might be its brother. Let me see. I have it. So
look, now we're going to get to actually, let me go back to stop screen so we can see it in a second.
Okay. And I turned off my big lights, but.
Oh, wow. Look at that. You can actually see the detail even more.
So that is the real rug.
But you know what? That is really close on the ground. I mean, I am amazed at how that looks pretty much the same as where we were seeing it virtually. That is so cool.
If I had multiple hands and could clip it back, because I have clips to clip it back, but I only have one free hand, I would be able to show it to you better. But our lights are currently off up there, so it's pretty dark up top, as you can see. But yes, we actually spend a lot of time color correcting these rugs to make sure that what you see on the projector is absolutely as close as we can get it to the real thing.
It looks just like what we were looking at. That is amazing.
And there is, of course, an important disclaimer anytime you're looking at something that involves color, which is that the human eye receives color differently for different people. And there are certain differences that will come into play with light. And if you have incandescent lights in your home, it's going to look different to you there. Oh, look at that.
I know. I surprised you. I thought this would be fun for just like a solid color because, you know, teal and all those colors have been in, especially over the summer. And this one I really liked the texture of.
I love that. Is that one Bliss or which one is that?
This is Belize.
Belize. Okay. Bliss is another shag that feels like microfiber. So it's not Belize, but I'm going to show you. Talk about shags. Shags are super in right now. Super in because everybody is at home and everybody is on their floor in their living room.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, that would be my rug. I like the fluffy.
Isn't this gorgeous? So it's really funny because my camera, this is what I say when I say we can't always trust technology or our eyeballs. We color correct the projector here, but I can't do anything about what my camera is doing to this real life blue rug that it is making look totally gray.
Yeah, because it does look gray right now. It sure does.
If I step back and let it adjust, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Now I see the blue. Yeah, because when you get close, it looks gray, and that is definitely blue.
It's very, very blue. It's actually a gorgeous, gorgeous blue, and I hate that the closer I get, the more gray it turns, because I really want to show you guys just how plush this is.
Oh,
like,
wow.
This is so ridiculously amazing. And it is super affordable. This is an 8x10, and that is the price.
Oh, wow. That's a good price, too. That's a big rug. And it's plush. Oh, my goodness.
It's the kind you slap down in front of the fireplace and you just lay reading a book curled up in a blanket. It's
I bet that feels amazing.
And the collection comes in a bunch of really cool colors, like a gorgeous cream, and there's a gray, and there's a black, I believe, or just a darker gray, and a teal.
I saw that earlier, but I just love it showed a pretty good concept of it, but that you can't, like you said, when you start rubbing your fingers through it, there's not much you can, do to do that. Well, here's one more. It has a different color that we use. I don't know if I'm going to say the bridges. Is it how do you say that? Verzano crimson?
I think it's the Verzano. A lot of these, I never hear the names out loud.
No,
sometimes I'll be calling a rug one thing, and then the rep will come in the store and be like, "What did you call that?" And I'm like, "Oh, can you say it first?" I don't want to say it wrong.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
I definitely could see this one in like a sunroom or like an eat-in kitchen or a runner in an actual kitchen. Just where you want to bring in that color and that joy. It's so joyful.
Right. Let me make sure. Oh, there we go. There for a second, I thought I turned off sharing, but I didn't. It's on there. We have that 30-second to 45-second delay from what we're talking here in Zoom to when it gets out on social media. So I
don't know how you're keeping up with all of this. I'm just lucky to be here on Zoom and keeping track.
Did you see that picture I posted inside the chat group that literally shows I have 3 screens in my kitchen?
Oh, I vaguely I saw my setup, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. But basically I'm running more than one screen. So I have 2 different computers, and then I have another screen that's popped up big so that when I actually have the camera on, when I talk into the camera, I'm actually seeing a screen behind, so it looks like I'm looking at you. Because if not, it looks like I'm looking down at my computer. So when you see me look down, that's because I have to change something on the computer. So it's amazing. I tell you, doing stuff online has way more intricate details than when we were in venues. When we were in venues, I got to party, have fun, run around, talk to people.
I bet.
Nobody ever seen our mistakes. Like when we were setting up, we'd have somebody's stuff would fall all over the place. Nobody saw that. But if there's any mistakes done online, everyone in the world sees it.
Ain't that the truth? So did you have any others that you wanted to see?
I think we'll show one more, and then I'll let you, again, tell how they can get a hold of you. And I've enjoyed having you on here. I'm so glad you reached out to me. Actually, she reached out to me we're going to talk about what she reached out to me here in just a second. She's going to tell you about a cool, here's this Quincy Ocean Pebble. Let's get some ocean going on outside. Let's do this one more. And then I'm going to let her take it away and tell you about an event they're going to be having at Beacon KC. So right now we're going to look at our last rug. What do y'all think about this one? This is one of my favorite ones too. I actually was like, ooh, this might look really good.
I'm a huge navy fan right now. Any shade of blue, but especially if we get that nice rich navy in. This is a little lighter than the navy that I normally love, but I love the rhythm of this rug. It just sort of has like almost a vibration to it.
Right. It's so neat. I thought that was just the texture looks neat. I thought that it is grab. I had so much fun. I had to like wipe some stuff out. But I mean, again, I'm sure you'll join us at another event and we'll do it again because this is just so fun. I thought everybody online would have fun doing this as well. And of course, you guys can do this from the comfort of your own home. And I will post that link here in a moment. I've got all the other links. Are you impressed? Listen, I done posted your website while we were talking online. I've posted your social media sites while we were talking. The only thing I didn't get was the website to the Clearview.
So there is a shortcut through beaconkc.com. So the store is Beacon, the app is called Clearview. That can be a little confusing at times, but there is actually a link to Clearview from beaconkc.com.
We'll let them go through the website. That way, if they keep it linked, because I know I had to choose between the store, which you're going to find this funny, but the store here in KC, and you guys also have a store in Georgia. Well,
we do.
Yeah, well, I moved from Atlanta, Georgia here. So
so the we're a new store. We actually just celebrated our first birthday yesterday, but the expertise behind the store is 60 years old. So the owner of Beacon KC owns 7 stores in total, 1 in St. Joe, 1 in Stanberry, 1 in Bethany, 1 in Carrollton, 1 in Des Moines, Iowa, 1 in Savannah, Georgia, and here.
Awesome. That's so cool.
His family has actually been in business since 1960. And so his dad started a home improvement store.
And so that was who I met today while we were. Yes. Okay. Awesome.
So it's locally owned. Technically they're based out of St. Joe, but it's locally owned. Okay. And super down to earth, really good family owned business. They really care about the people that they work with, myself included. You know, I really care about the customers. And I think that's something that you get that's different when you are working with like local people and not just a chain, punch the card, work until the clock is done and go home kind of store.
Right.
So, you know, I always urge. I always urge.
Yeah, I hear you. That happens.
People to shop local, because when you shop local, you're really helping support someone directly rather than lining the pocket of some mass millionaire somewhere. So
right, exactly. Well, that's what KC Women's Events is all about, is, you know, small local businesses in touch, people who care. I mean, that's where we came about. And so I'm so excited that we have got in touch with each other.
I am too. And I had we burned through the time so fast. I had like all these other topics to talk about in case we ran out of things to talk about.
Well, I know one more thing we do have to talk about is your event tomorrow that you're going to be doing. You said every first Saturday, right?
It's going to be every first Saturday. This is actually the very first one tomorrow. Okay. And so we're starting October off right. I'm obviously an October girl. I don't know if you caught that, but so I'm super excited to be able to kind of usher fall and October in with just a morning, an hour of morning yoga, focusing on mindfulness and like connection, and also beer, because of course, what is yoga without a beer after?
Beer, I know, that's right. Let's have some beer after yoga. I'm all in.
So the brewery across the street is sponsoring us. So everybody who participates in the class will get a free beer over at City Barrel afterwards. And there is an hour in between the end of class, which the class starts at 10 in the morning here at Beacon on the corner of 18th and Holmes. And the class is over at 11. But City Barrel does not open until 12. So you get an hour to kill. So you can cool down, go on a walk around downtown. You can stay in the store, have some coffee, chat with your friends. We do require that you wear a mask. unless you are actively engaged in the yoga lesson. Like if you step off your mat, or, you know, walk around the store or anything like that, please wear a mask and bring your own mat, just so that we can comply with all of the safety protocols,
Right.
just to keep events like this possible.
Exactly.
We are fully confident that we can have this event without anybody being in any kind of risk at all. We have a huge store. We're going to be spaced out. We have a limited number of spots available. Right. Last I checked, there were like 6 spots left. Right. So anyone who wants to come, I believe Kathy's going to be sharing a link to it. Maybe.
I think so. I already posted the stuff you sent me today. So
yeah, okay.
And I'll post it again. It's in the Facebook invite. And if you did not see the Facebook invite, it's right here on KC Women's Events page. You look under events and you'll see the event tonight, the, you know, Freaky Friday, October 2nd. If you click on that, there's an ad inside there that has all the information for the event she's talking about. And so I'm sure the sign-in link is there. If not, I'll get it for tonight and repost it.
It should be. There's an Eventbrite. It's totally free.
Oh, okay.
So the Eventbrite link will just pop you out. All you do is just put your info in, and then your spot is secured. So it doesn't cost anything at all. It's not a huge commitment. If you've never used Eventbrite before, like, don't be intimidated. But for us to be able to tell our class participants confidently that they're safe, we wanted to be able to really check those numbers.
Yes, and with a lot of our viewers are very familiar with Eventbrite because our VIP tickets are sold on Eventbrite. So yeah, so that's great. So
and a little bonus, if you do come to our yoga class and you log in through, or you sign up through Eventbrite, you will get a 25% off coupon for any item in stock in the store.
Awesome. Well, that's so cool. How fun. I
love coupons.
I mean, me too. I love a good savings. I love a good yoga class, and I love a good beer. So, hey, I mean, that's the way to do it, right?
Right. Totally. That was kind of our thought process was, you know, this is a cool space. We want to share it with people. And how can we do that in a way that is like fun and safe and relevant and exciting? And why not get on the floor, do some yoga, and then go drink some beer? So
that sounds great. And I'm looking forward to, I'm so glad you reached out to us. This is what we've wanted to add, you know, with me flipping everything. Of course, I had an assistant when we were in venues, but of course, online, you don't make as much money when you have a venue and all these tons of people. So it's just me, myself, and I. So I don't always have time to reach out to all the businesses right now that I would like to. So I'm so glad you reached out to me, because now these are the things we wanted to add to our event. So I think that is awesome. I'm so excited.
Good. I'm just doing one more lap throughout the store.
I love it. Let everyone see it. Now I'm going to introduce you, Virginia. We got Sandy coming on next. And I thought this was the great pair. So we had LuLaRoe on first, and then we had Magnability. So you had clothing and jewelry, right? And you guys had your flooring, and Sandy is going to show us paintings that she does. Yes, Merciless Styles she does these beautiful paintings. So I can't wait for you to see it. When you get done, you'll have to watch the rest of the video on KC Women's Events. But you'll see that her paintings would blend wonderfully with the flooring that we just already showed tonight.
I love that. And we actually have featured artists in the past here in our store. So that's something that we could definitely talk about.
Well, see, that's so cool. Ooh. And, you know, with everything being like socially small, I think maybe sometime we could even maybe, you know, just do a few vendors in there and show it all together right there. Don't worry about it.
I've got kids in the background. Sorry, I'm over here like waving them away.
Like my grandkids already bombed it. Did you not see that earlier?
I missed it. I was probably feeding mine.
You'll have to go back and rewind and watch the replay later. We were trying to show taco salad, and they were in here just, hi, can we say hi to everybody? I mean, they're two. Like, really? You need to be in the limelight already? I mean, I guess Nana's creating a monster. And see there, now see, and then Her husband bombs everything.
Well, then I'll let mine bomb in real quick.
Let them say hello. We're so glad.
You can come say hi, guys.
Yeah, say hi. Thanks for letting us have your mom for a while. How are you guys tonight?
Good.
You're like, we want to go home. Why are we at work with mom? Like, it's okay.
No, we like it.
You do? Okay. Well, I'm glad you like it.
They were roller skating and scootering in the back. We have like a warehouse back there, so they were having a grand old time.
Wow, that's great. Well, thanks again, Virginia. I'm gonna let you go because I know you want to get home and enjoy. So thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'll be in touch with you soon so we can come up with some more fun ideas. I love this.